All right, give it up for Diana, everybody. You can guess who Diego's been praying for the most. All right, I don't even know why I have this card. The next comedian coming up I've been friends with for a long time. She's a veteran of the Royal Canadian Air Force and a U.S. Navy spouse. Please welcome our other instructor, Kristen Howard. You can be both. Well, hello. I've been teaching this class a long time, and I bet you guys didn't think you would get an education tonight. We had a priest up here telling a boob joke, and a sweet young lady talking about cock, and here we are. Now there's a Canadian up here, and you guys are like, there's another immigrant, what the hell? I know I have issues with my accent too. I also have faux kids. Yes, that's four. I realize that's like one away from you guys wondering what religion I am. A little tip for you guys, you don't have to be religious in order to have a lot of kids. In my case, it was more of like an irresponsible thing. So maybe if I had more Jesus in my life and less tequila, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. More God and less oh God. You're welcome. That was for Diego. You're welcome. Bless me, Father, right? Thank God he's been around for us these last few weeks, and thank goodness for that confidentiality clause there. Yes, I am a veteran. You're welcome. But now I mostly just keep small humans alive, which you're welcome. I'm very excited to be here tonight. I'm really excited for these students. It's really awesome. The best part about the night so far has been that I got to pee alone. All by myself. No one watching? It's been so long since I pooped alone that I'm not even sure I know how to anymore. I'm not exactly sure why my kids can't leave me alone when I'm in the bathroom. They will walk past my husband, who's in the kitchen, to come ask me to open a juice box. Little effers will come in for a hug. Parenting is like so rewarding. I don't even really like kids. Like, I don't know what went wrong in my life. I don't even like kids. But, I love my children, because obviously CPS is going to be here. But if they are, I could really use a break. So, feel free. I'll get you my address later. You can keep them all. Okay, before I go into my little jokes here, my son, I have a little story to tell you about my son, who is 13, and he'd been asking me for a dog, like over and over asking me for a dog, and I'm like, finally I just had to tell him, I had to be honest. I'm like, you know what, buddy, I just don't like dogs, and I can't imagine myself living with one. He looked me square in the eyes and he said, but you don't like kids either. So now I have a dog. Because that's what parenting is like. He Yes, he's a very sarcastic, lovely boy. But he spends an awful lot of time in the bathroom. Like a lot of time in the bathroom. Like, so much so that we've started calling our upstairs bathroom the goo shack. Oh man, how do I recover from that? My husband all the time, he's like, I don't know what's taking him so long. And I'm like, would it kill you to take your time? I heard some groaning up here. I want to hear a snort though. I didn't get a snort. Come on. Come on. That's cheating. I'm just going to stand here and tell you my girl. It's you and me, baby. You and me. I did it? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You want to hear something funny? Yes, that's the whole point. People come to me for parenting advice. No, I wouldn't laugh either. I guess they think because I have a lot of kids, I must know what I'm doing. But it's like asking somebody with a lot of debt on advice on how to handle your money. Like, I don't know what the F I'm doing, obviously. But I am going to give you a piece of advice because unsolicited parenting advice is the best type of advice. And here's the thing, is you don't have to, your kids, they don't have to be good. They just have to be polite in public. So at home, they can be little a-holes, but in public, if they say please, they say thank you, they wait their goddamn turn. You look like the rock star parent that your Instagram page says you are. And here's my hot tip on how I do that. Every once in a while, I go up to one of my kids and I whisper in their ear, "Hey, I'm really impressed with your behavior. You're my favorite. Don't tell anyone." Then they have to live up to the enormous pressure of being the favorite child. And it works. My kids are proof that emotional blackmail is an effective parenting strategy. You're welcome. You are welcome. See? You guys learned something tonight. It's an education. I've been very tired lately, and like more than just on the floor tired, and so I went to the doctor. And because I am a dependent, I benefit from that sweet, sweet TRICARE that we all got married for, because we don't marry for love, we marry for TRICARE. And because of this, my doctor is very, very young. Like, let's call him Dr. Hauser for the sake of this story. So I go to Dr. Hauser. He's like, "Oh, Mrs. Howard, what are your symptoms?" I'm like, "I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Like, I yawn. I'm tired." He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "What's your sleep hygiene like?" It's like clean, like hygienic, real clean. That's fancy doctor talk for sleep habits. My sleep habits are not good. I do not go to bed on time. I stay up too late, not doing anything productive, mostly just shopping on Amazon. Because that's what I do. And so then he asked me, and this was like kind of my first indication that we weren't on the same page. He asked me if I consume caffeinated beverages. Well, duh. Yes. I do. So then he tells me I should cut back on caffeine. I realize I'm not a teen prodigy doctor or anything, but that just didn't seem right to me. So then, this was my final indication that Doogie was a quack. He asked me if I bring electronics into the bedroom. Well, excuse me, doctor. That's a secret between me, my husband, and Amazon Prime. Well, he meant TVs and phones and stuff, so that was a little embarrassing for him. Not for me, 4 kids, nothing embarrasses me anymore, obviously. So I kicked out of there with a prescription for sleeping pills, and he told me to come back before they run out. I was back the next week. I felt great. I had been sleeping through the night. I wasn't getting up too early in the morning. It was amazing. He's looking at my chart. His young brow gets all furrowed, and he's like, Mrs. Howard, how are you feeling? I felt great, seriously, I felt great. I hadn't felt that good in 13 years maybe, I don't know. He looks at me, he says, really? Somebody taking 4 times the amount of prescribed sleeping pills should not be feeling good. I'm like, 4 times? It says take one at bedtime. I've been giving each one of the kids one at bedtime, and I have never